How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Fear and Hunger Termina. I'm still playing on my Frunk file. And I don't know what even more is there to say about it. It hasn't gone well. I've managed to lay down one meaningful save, and I keep trying to make things happen, starting from there. And I would say my progress has been limited, would be the most generous way I can probably word that. So let me, you know what, the early part of this video is going to be me treading a lot of the same ground, trying to just double check where I think that I had failed to gather up resources and things. I'm hoping I can clear as much of this out as possible, make it anywhere new in the game, and find somewhere to save. These are my main tasks here, my main focus: gather resources. You know what? Because of the mistake I made of not searching the woodsman back when I first killed him, in that most recent area I had been in where the guy is like, come see me when you've killed the woodsman, when you've killed the priest. Did I just get barked at? What the hell? That might have been outside. That might have been real life. It scared me a little bit. Regardless, I like didn't know to do that. So that was just like a major oversight. But it also meant that I wasn't carrying anything with me that could serve as evidence, like the axe, to prove like, oh yeah, I killed the woodsman. I know him. He's an old pal, totally dead. You can thank me later. Like that. I didn't have anything to show. So that could be something to work towards, is now that we have the axe, go revisit that guy with that item. But first things first, I just want to continue poking around this area. I found a couple of mushrooms and like a bunch of blue and green herbs in the area leading up to this. All items that I easily could have had saved into my stash had I been smart enough to go collect them all. You hear distant screams and ramblings. You are not alone. Oh god, I'm so close to dead. Shit. That's dating back a while. And I'm not gonna have healing resources. No, hacking off a limb is not gonna help. That is not something I want. Should I just dump down into there? I'm pretty sure you can. It's more just a question of, I don't know if you die instantly doing that. Like, is it something you can't climb out of, same as the well? Or does it lead to some horrific God knows what? Like, I think, based on my long, distant, some things amulet attempt at playing this game in the demo, I kind of suspect that there might be something down there. It's like a mislead to think that it's not worth exploring. What was it I just found there? I was scared of the guy sneaking up on me, so I kind of already... Small Things Amulet. A crudely shaped amulet representing a rat deity. The peculiar thing is imbued with prayers of the ratkin that grant its wearer a small boost in agility to help evade possible dangers. Okay, yes please. I'm down for anything. Hook me up. Just to survive a tiny bit better. Negligible amount, but I will take it, please. So, I'm pretty sure I'm going back to the area where there's the hatch that goes down into the basement. There's a bunch of villagers down there that will try and kill me. But this is where I want to be. Oh, no. This is the other one. This is the bunker. Still could be worth it though. I'm using lucky coin. Oh, I may not have held down shift correctly. And I don't know how to do it with the controller. Shit. Bolts. Not for a bolt action rifle, right? Or like a bow and arrow bolt. It means just like crafting material, like a screw, a bolt, nut and bolt screw. Yes. They are typically used assembling different components together, so they'll be useful for some sort of crafting, I'm sure. Alright, this is actually not where I intended to head. But now that I'm here, there's a handful of things. So, again, I'm retreading a lot of ground. I think that's quite common in this game. Hopefully I can gather up, like, there's like a lucky coin over here. I know that. So, I'll do these few things. Few useful searches. And hopefully I never have to come back here again. It just occurred to me that I walked right away from the gas canister. I'm certain people were at the ready to backseat me on that one, and understandably, that's something I should have learned to keep an eye out for much earlier. I did not forget it. Handful of shillings. I literally just got the lucky coin. I'm going to use it here. Use one of them. They both flipped heads. I guess you still have to beat the odds on it. The Beetle's Stone. Is that it's a ring. The ring of a long gone new god beetle. The ring has magic imbued in it that is constantly leaking from the crystal. I don't know what that would do to me, but sure. I have so little belongings that I will cherish every individual thing I find. I've grown weak from hunger. Okay, let's poke around a little bit more before we start trying to feed ya. What are the odds 2 gas canisters are enough to start this baby up? I'm going to hang on to the gas. I'm going to choose to hang on to it for now. Well, that was quite a bit of time spent going somewhere other than where I intended. I am afraid heading back of, you know, the fact that I just am going to be face to face with some pretty real dangers. Stew. How about we chug some stew? Things that are actual meals, like, heal so much. Ingredients like carrots, barely anything. I need items that can satiate me that fall somewhere between those 2 marks. I am nowhere near healed enough to feel brave enough to fight those guys directly, so I'm skipping out on that where I can. I am so glad that I could go around the car. I didn't expect that to work. Yep. This is what I wanted to find. Glass vial, rotten meat. The rotten meat obviously matters a lot less. Okay, shotgun shell. I don't have a shotgun. Oh, cloth fragment, not bad. Oh, shit. I was worried he would, like, activate immediately. Oh, no. I'm really lucky there. I think my stamina should have drained quicker than it was. That felt very forgiving, considering I suddenly had 2 things coming at me like that. Come on. Something. Somewhere. Get me a goddamn potion. Oh, shit. Alright. This is that other bunker. This is the one that I think I was thinking of. Yep. I'm going down. I think I have to be prepared to fight things. Should I have a gun drawn? Should I be prepared to shoot them? Like, are they gonna mess me up if I don't do that? Like, I have to get reasonably lucky to be able to one-shot them or to do an okay amount of damage. Lantern, blue herb. I can at least... Like, I know I have 3 of them, but I need to save some of them for making potions. They're relatively worthless on their own. I need potions. I thought there was more things down here. More enemies. The 4 ages of modern history. That is new. And gunpowder. At least we can do some light reading. Take our mind off things for a little bit by investing deeper in the lore than ever. The modern age and modern chronology begins from the birth of our Lord, the Ascended One, Almer. So many consonants there. 3 L's in a row? That's not adding anything. There are many fabricated religious texts about Almer, but there is enough evidence to prove that Almer did indeed exist as a real person at the time. His birth would mark as the first age. The second age started from the reign of the so-called new gods in the year 410. There are texts about different gods prior to this event, and the concept did exist in ancient times as well. But this group of people included the famed warlord of the eastern sanctuaries, Nash-Ra the Great. This alone made this group more distinguished compared to the ones that came before. Their world order started a slow decline a few hundred years after their deaths, only to be ended by the Fellowship around year 800. The popular book The Fellowship inspired the contemporary people of the time and lifted the 4 people of the Fellowship, Francois, Chambera, Nelvin, and Valtiel, to a near godlike status. Their age would last until the end of the 16th century. The Western world was in a dark age at the time, and out of nowhere appeared a new idol of worship, the god of fear and hunger. The people forgot the teachings of the old in times of diseases and death and turned on to this new savior. The appearance of the god of fear and hunger started the 4th age, in which mankind had to learn to adapt and evolve. As times have progressed, we are still living according to this ideology. There was quite a lot to that, actually. I'm curious to what extent that all ties into the previous game. Like, I think it quite literally, like, that 16th century. Oh, that's brutal. That really sucks. Worthless. Oh, crap. Are you the only one down here? I thought there would be more than one. Good jukes. Who is screaming? I only see 2 of you. Are you not willing to come further than that? Do I use my gun? Do I still have ammo for this thing? I feel like I don't. I do. You wound the arm. That's all I'm willing to do on this, because the ammo is so valuable. I just wanted to give him less to work with. I didn't even take out his weaponed arm, so that's devastating. 22, that's like about what I thought it would be. Okay, no, shit. Okay, I'm spending a rev up. That's gotta do it, though. Okay. But a small key. Has there been anything in this immediate area? It doesn't really indicate with its description any better than that, like what it could maybe be useful for. I have a lucky coin. Those were opposite, I think. No, damn you, damn it. What fucking bad luck. You kidding me? That sucks. That sucks really bad. I need to use at least one of those. There are at least 2 villagers down here, if not 3. Oh, maybe I should have shot him before starting the fight. I think I intended to, and I just walked right up without even thinking. I gotta rev myself up and try to just finish him off here. Oh, the extra damage, it still wasn't enough. Oh, we set up the barrier. really, really, really needed you to not do that. Can be used to throw at enemies for a small fire attack. I'm doing it, man. I hope it doesn't count as triggering the lantern because it's from range. Oh, good. Good. You son of a bitch. I use fucking keys. Is there anything even locked down here specifically? I don't know if there is. Oh no, that's where the other one is. No, there is a third one. No, I'm so close to death. God damn it. All right. Up I go, but not to bed. What can I do? How can I prepare myself? I still don't know any recipes. I haven't found any. 0. I can only heal my mind. I can heal my body this tiny amount that like kind of won't matter. I can use guns to try to kill her. All of this, did I not go down? I didn't go down this way. Okay. An opportunity to get a few supplies. Shit. Do I have to clear him out as well? Is that separate from clearing out the basement to be protected? Oh no. If I go out, he's going to be right there, right? Shit. I kind of have to lure him away, but I think I have a high risk of encountering a dead end doing that. Nothing left. That's no fair. I haven't inspected it before. No. If he's going to corner me like that, then I basically am screwed. So I have to use my shit. I basically have to use the pistol. I'm going to try and move back. Shoot. Oh, good. There's like a wall there of where he can't progress past. But I don't even know if it's going to matter. Try to inspect. Run! You can't run past him. Oh, wait, he's got no arms at least. Maybe I need to throw a guard up. He's gonna tackle me. I don't know what kind of damage he'll do. Holy shit. I can't believe I'm still alive. I don't even know if it's worth it at this point. Like, the trade-offs of everything. I'm using a fucking lucky coin again. As little as that matters. There. Okay, a salmon snake ruin. Rune. This one is also a necklace, an old relic from Northern Warriors tribe of Oldguard. The rune is said to contain a soul of salmon snake that gives its owner a hardened skin that prevents limb loss, burns, and bleeding. That seems strong as hell. That's a lot of good things to protect against. I think it's safe to assume it won't be 100% protection. Like, I probably still can lose limbs and receive bleeding and things. But at least I will presumably be less likely to. Do you know? I've never gone into the mayor's office, City Hall. I guess I can inspect my map to see if it explains the mayor's manor. Yeah, I assume it will be swarming with enemies and presumably have like a big scary boss enemy of some kind. So I've been very hesitant to approach this building or enter it. But right now my only option is to go to bed somewhere where I am pretty well guaranteed to be attacked in the night. And so I need to at least poke my head in. There's a towering waiter greeting here. Jeeves! Please have a potion for me, man. Good afternoon, mister. From what I understand, you are a newcomer to this town, no? We just got a new mayor to the old town. I'm sure he's thrilled to start his business immediately by meeting the newcomers. Please, he's waiting in the dining room. My master's waiting for you. Proceed upstairs, if you will. Turn left and then to your right. Please do mind your manners. It would be advised not to mention master's antlers, for example. Am I allowed to poke 2 lucky coins? Door is locked. With a simple lock, you could use a small key. Yes, I think I will. The Mayor's Manor basement. Well, we know that everything awful happens in basements. I'm so scared. But I need to find anything. A sewer winch? What the shit am I going to do with something as dramatic as that? A special winch used for opening the sewer lids. And Prehevil. So, like, everything must have a use. Like, there must be a really specific place where there are sewer grates where that will be necessary. Locked from the other side. Can't even interact with the manacle on the wall. It's an old hat. Regular old shackle. Holding people to the walls. No need to think anything of it or inspect it directly. Potatoes and lettuce. They are not without... No, they're no use without cooking them first. I would eat a raw potato if I was starving. I've done it before just cuz. A little salt on there, it's fine. This must be the food storage of the old town. Something's gonna come fucking kill me if I spend too long in here. But at the same time, I need it. I need everything that's down here. So I need to risk learning if that's what's gonna happen. Random food items, bottle of beer. I was hoping you could, like, mine it numerous times. Moldy bread. I'm starting to feel hungry. It looks like someone was trying to cook something here, but they weren't too successful. I'm not that hungry. I mostly am just dying. That is still my main thing. I thought coming out of there for sure something was going to jump out at me or attack me. Duct tape. It smells like it used to be used to carry raw meat or something like that. I'm shocked that nothing downstairs tried to kill me. I'm not out of the woods yet. I might come upstairs and they might be like, you weren't allowed down there, and then just bash my brains in. Occult Grimoire, you've obviously seen that one. Skin Bible, chapter of Sylvian. So we can learn about some of the gods. Man in Dreams. Was it Fly, or did it say? Book of Enlightenment. Oh, books of enlightenments are a big deal. I do not remember what they were for, but it was part of the first, like, you get a free save or something. A mysterious ancient book radiating warm light. It's said to be written by the monks beyond the eastern sanctuaries. I think it's for saving. I'm a little bit not entirely certain. So the Anathomia, the book of collected knowledge of medical science. Please teach me how to make potions, for Christ's sake. The book of Anathomia, collected knowledge of Homer of the Abyssonia. Effects, symptoms and effects: concussion, fracture or broken bone, bleeding wounds, mild poisoning, poisoned, severe, toxic, so okay, just the different scale of number of bubbles, infected wound on arm, infected wound on leg, which could cause bleeding or turn into poison or something. I don't actually know what the risk is of leaving those untreated. Blindness or other eye trauma, severe mental trauma, severe physical trauma, nausea and sickness, confusion, withdrawal, severe withdrawal, irritation, burn, temporary paralysis, different stages of hunger, 1 to 5, different stages of fear, 1 to 5. This book by no means covers everything under the sun and stars, and thus it should be used as a reference. You're shitting me. Did that not teach me? Collected recipe. Craft item. I need a turtleneck shirt. Why is that something that I learned? Where did that come from? Why is that knowledge available to me? A strong occult book written in the medieval times by Enki Ankarian. Enki might have been one of the, like, the dark priest or something. I could be wrong about that. The chapter explains the older god Sylvian, the goddess of love, lust, and creation. She created men and women at the dawn of time. From the very first moment, she loved her children dearly. Over time, her love blossomed into a more obsessive form, and she would take a more hands-on approach in controlling the direction her children took in life, always having their best interests in mind, of course. Once she realized her children would never return the same amount of affection back to her, her love took a more twisted form. Sylvian forced mankind more to her liking and closer to her own image with her gift to humans, the love magic, otherwise known as the flower magic. For a brief moment in history, mankind fell into a craze of fleshly delights. As a synchronized mass sea of naked people in the middle of coitus would pulsate and waste their days. Sylvian is often associated with Grogoroth, the god of destruction, and their offspring, Venuska, the god of nature. The mark of Sylvian raises the otherworldly protection of its wielder. So again, did I learn anything from that? I don't think I did. That's devastating. I need knowledge. Alchemelia. That sounds like something that could be used to make potions. A pile of books. They seem to be in bad shape. Could this possibly be a throwaway pile? I mean, yeah, I guess that could make sense. The Alchemelia. The book for beginner level alchemy contains recipes for the blue vial and simple mixed herbs. Oh my god. Okay. The basics of alchemy. The effects of different herbs and plants are listed here. Blue herbs have healing properties. It's often rubbed against open wounds and injuries. The effects are almost immediate. Green herbs are commonly used on open wounds to prevent infections. Red have little to no effect on their own, but when used together with other herbs, they have a boosting effect. The smell of lavender can be used to ease anxiety and fear. It's also said to keep bees away. Blue plus red, greater healing properties. Green plus red, antidote for mild poisons. And blue plus blue is blue. So blue plus red, I believe, is what I'm seeing the best one is. I have one. I couldn't even do blue because I don't have enough. So blue plus red, quantity 1. It's especially potent. That should give me a light blue one, right? Oh, it's not even a potion. I just created a mixture. I thought because I had a vial, a glass vial. Yeah, I thought I would be able to put things into that. So because I've made it once, yeah, it shows you moving forward what it is. And so I'm going to do the other one as well. So it's another mixed herb, and that one is useful for... It removes a multitude of different negative status effects and states. I have to heal. I have to heal myself, right? And I'm not bleeding or anything. So I need to use this. I'm going to make use of some food. It doesn't say I'll gain a negative effect, but I'm scared of that happening still, so I don't plan to use that immediately. Yeah, I'll throw down 3 carrots. I'm gonna wander this house maybe a little bit more. Is that a mistake? Is that where I'll end up getting killed? Vials and bottles that seem to contain detergent and washing agent. They're of no use to you. Dang, not what I was looking for. A slight peek around the corner here. Simple lock. I will leave it for a moment. Just for a moment. I'm mostly trying to, like, see into there. What's going on? I cannot inspect those. I believe I only have the one small key. If there's anything bad in here at all, I'm out. Okay. Red herb. I was curious about the book on the table. I don't think I can investigate it. The Tale of the Pocket Cat, Chapter 1. I'm pretty sure the Pocket Cat was a thing in the first game. I forget what enlightenment does. I don't want to use it till I've saved, I think, because I'm scared. Man in Dreams Flyer. I hadn't done this. Oh, the man in the dreams. Yes, a flyer with an eerily familiar face. Yes, okay. Have you seen this man in dreams? Over the past week or so, since the full moon, people all over Prehevil and its neighboring settlements see this face in their dreams every night. If you are one of them, or if you have any information that can help us identify this person, please contact us. The flyer tells to contact us, but there's no contact information to be found from the flyer. So it's left not just vague, it's left as nothing. There's nothing to go off of from that. The first chapter of an old fairy tale used to scare children from wandering off on their own. This particular copy seems faithful to the original, unlike the modern, watered-down versions of the story. I don't know if this is a real bit of folklore from somewhere in the world. It was a rainy day in the countryside just north from the forest of Merwood. Willem, the most mischievous child known in the town, stared at the raindrops behind his window screen, just longing for an adventure. His mother would warn him of going outside. Rain brings forth all kinds of dangers not otherwise known to little boys. During downpour, decent boys should help their parents with various household chores instead. Being the pompous boy he was, Willem refused to give a helping hand. The consequences of such refusals were all too familiar to Willem. He'd get sentenced to bed without a dinner, and so he did. Crying under his blankets, fits of Willem's anger brought forth his reflection from a mirror on the wall. The boy from the mirror introduced himself as Milieu, so like William backwards, the sleeping twin brother of William that came to this world far too early unless he could only view the world from the land of opposites. Milieu wanted to warn his brother of the coming calamity, but his words echoed from the land of opposites, and so they came out all wrong. Oh god, I'm becoming hungry while reading. Now his words encouraged Willem to join the coming adventure. I just realized he's Willem, not William. I don't know what I was saying. Coming adventure that was heading his way, heading fast. In fact, the adventure already squeezed itself through the small keyhole on the window frame. A large beetle man climbed in from the window. The beetle man was tall, taller than Willem's father, and rounder than his father as well. The face of the beetle man was obscured. He wore a similar mask Willem's grandfather had worn in the war to avoid gas from melting his eyes and burning his lungs. Turkillo, the beetle man, had an urgent mission for Willem. You see, the ancient kingdom Turkillo came from was under a serious threat, and Willem was the only boy who could help. Willem was a bit hesitant, but Turkillo was already forcing the boy out from his bedroom window, out to the rain. "We got no time for thinking," said Turkillo. The beetle man showed the way. Oh god, I got hair in my face. Showed his way with the lantern. Only Willem had trouble keeping up with the pace that Turkillo flew past deep inside the Merwood with his man-beetle wings. Turkillo's lantern got more distant until Willem couldn't see it no more. Hopeless and now lost in the woods, he started crying, not unlike how small song thrush chicks cry and beg for their mother for food. And just like that, a giant song thrush grabbed Willem and took him to the treetop nest full of chicks fighting for their place in the world. Willem tried to beg for a tasty worm from the bird mother, but competition was fierce. None of this has anything to do with a pocket cat. These chicks knew that to succeed in life, you have to push the competition over nest boundaries. Willem tried to struggle, but ultimately fell off the nest. Just as he was about to meet his maker, Turkillo scooped him up and grabbed Willem with his cold man-beetle arms. That was a ridiculous, all-over-the-place story. What the hell? I'm using these coins since I have them. You found an officer's sword. Please tell me that's better than what I already have. The same. A sword of an army officer. Swords like these don't see much use these days. They are kept around because of tradition. Yeah, but do you know what? It feels much more soldiery, and it just seems kind of awesome, so that's what I'm going for. I almost didn't think to search those. I'm glad I came back and did that quickly. I'm in decent condition. Did I kill that guy outside of the house? Or is he still running around out here? Nothing currently. These are not inspected on this round. The dirty toilet paper. I swore that I found that before, and then it wasn't actually in my inventory when I went looking for it. See, it's not in regular things. Oh, it could be used to patch up like bleeding, but you will give yourself an infection. Ooh, that's so gross. Okay, leave. Oh, that one only had a simple lock. I could have used a small key on that one. I'm heading down here. I'm going to eat a quick bit of food, actually, because I don't want to be weakened from hunger or any shit like that going into this fight. Did I pull out my gun and... No, I had to use that above ground. I totally had to use that earlier. So there should be one crazed villager down here still. And I'm prepared, I think. As much as I'm gonna be. The double knives are concerning. Manic stab. Oh, okay. 2 attacks, though. I'm revving myself up. Yes. Oh, that could have been just so much worse. So much worse. 2 shillings. Not great. Not a major useful score. I've killed everyone in this basement. That was first and foremost what I was worried about. Now, next step. I come back out. I'm going to wander the immediate area here again, because I think there should still be a villager. One who's like actively trying to kill me is the main thing. That's the part that I'm most trying to be mindful of right now. I can't even interact with that horse. Oh, is that who chased me all the way up to here? That I killed up in the corner? Yeah. Okay. I think then that I finally, capital F, finally have another save point. I don't want to get too cocky. I don't know what could still happen here. It feels like very easily something could. I'm going to eat up some eggs. Yeah, you know what? I'll just eat both of them. So I'm in a pretty good condition overall. Maybe even something to heal my mind with. I could take a small mind heal with the beer. It doesn't even seem like being drunk is like a trade-off that you have to worry about, which is surprising to me. I will save first, because I don't know. I don't know what the consequence will be. I will attempt to save first. Please just let me sleep through the night and not get snuck up on, not get attacked. I cleared out so much of the area. I went and searched the woodsman. I actually have those things. Still just one person dead. The tower. Head to the tower. The one under the pale hue of the moon god. How may I best aid you? That was my I died with the soul stone, so I won't have that. There are 13 souls left, and so the 14 are no more. Splendid. Could we actually have one with potential on our hands? Having slept twice, I doubt I will be on the 3rd day. I might go to the 2nd day. I think I did like morning, night, and now I will probably be rolling over to morning. I think. Yeah, so I have nothing. I wouldn't be able to spend anything there. This is where I accessed the hexen. It's from saving. It wasn't from being... I associated it with the train, but it was from the saving. I see no reason. I have better gear. I'm more healed. I have more items and resources. I have the knowledge of recipes to make healing potions. I'm way, way better off. I will strictly just entirely overwrite that save file, and I will use that as my starting point moving forward. I think that was really meaningful progress. I actually potentially achieved something in this game again, finally. I think that's going to be a shorter episode. I wasn't commentating the whole time, and so my tracker is going to be all off. But it's okay. I don't mind. I don't care. That makes sense as a place to start. In the next episode, I'm going straight back to the mayor's house with the confidence that I can come back to here, that I will be safe, that I have a safe save point to return to that is notably further along. Oh, that lets my heart rest so much easier. Thank you so much for watching. I'm really excited all of a sudden. This little win has motivated me so much. Don't forget to pitch me on episode titles. That's still a fun thing that I would like to do together. And I hope to see you again soon.